All right. Hello. Welcome everyone back to yet another very happy hour show, across the country happy hour show, plus a territory, depending upon where Big Kirk is, and a slightly blurry investor down there in the corner.
What? Wait, no, I shouldn't be blurry this time. Is it really blurry?
It's a little choppy. It's a little choppy.
You were great,
Slightly.
like right before
I wouldn't
we
say
started.
blurry, just like grainy.
Yeah.
You were fine, like in the green room.
What the hell? No,
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
It should actually be a better camera than when Richard came on and we're just streaming from the freaking laptop. So I don't know.
You've never looked better, bro. So all grainy and all.
Motley in full HD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now see, you look fine there. Weird. All right.
Maybe we're just, I don't know, it's not focusing on us, right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, welcome.
Looks much better now.
Yeah, you're good now.
I think it's just Cabana's shit, honestly. Your fault.
Vince and Big K look great. All right.
Anyways, moving on before we lose half the audience.
That's right. We're growing in numbers slowly. Crypto Vince, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Big K down there, what are you partaking in this fine evening?
Today is we've gone back to the Napa cabs, of course. And we're on to one called Schaefer. It's the Schaefer 1.5. It's very nice. It's like it's from the Stag's Leap district, which like there's some other fantastic wines that come out of that. It's a small area in Napa. And this comes from there, and it's pretty top notch.
Yes, Archie, this is not a Richard Hart level of production, but we're working on it. It seems to be resolved now.
We're getting there.
And Motley Investor, you are in the mountains with a couple of friends there. Actually, a lot of friends in the household, but who you got with you? I see my buddy Timmy B over there, who I just saw a couple months ago.
Yep.
And I recognize the gentleman to your right, who was also on the Richard Hart stream with you yesterday.
So this is Matt. What's your production company that you have?
1% Digital is the company that I started. So I basically manage everybody that probably gets bashed on a lot by the community.
Don't be so hard on Discord Syndicate, bro.
Well, I actually manage Discord Syndicate's channel. So their TikTok, their IG, Twitter is all me. So all those snippets you see of Richard Hart is all my company.
Nice.
So I do tons of work. We generate close to 500 million views a year just on YouTube through our clients collectively. And I'm just out here supporting for Kinetics. He hit me up. He was like, "Hey, you want to come out and film for the Hexicans?" I was like, "Hell yeah, dude. Why not?"
Sir, that was way too large of a show. I need you to calm down a little bit. We work our way down.
He's taking over the show. It's like he won trivia or something.
They do awesome work, though. And I know he did work for Big K out in Vegas, too.
Yep.
Yes, fantastic work. Some awesome stuff.
Nice. Yes,
filming.
Toblerone. Always think Vince's mic is an electronic glowing bong. Yeah. Eddie, you boys down there in Colorado drinking anything this fine evening?
Agua, water. We had wine. Yeah, we had wine beforehand.
All right, there we go. We got a little rum here in my Hawaii glass. So.
And then we had some bison short ribs too, which were delicious.
People coming in from everywhere. UK, what's going on, everybody? Special thanks to DJ Cryptomatic, who did the pregame. And looks like they raided over. So welcome. Yes, Hexander, the stream will be rugged due to the Guns on View, Motley's gun show. Yes, absolutely. What's going on? Geez, comments. Hey, everybody. Don't everybody comment at once. Wow. Yes, raid indeed. All right, Finbear, whose mic do I have to crumb to get a NASCAR jacket? Yeah, we'll talk about that, I'm sure, plenty in a bit. But
I'm about to get thousands of diecast cards made too.
Nice.
So is that like a legit thing?
Yeah. Since we're the main sponsorship, we have the rights to make the diecast, the actual official NASCAR diecast. So I'm gonna make it. I don't know how many I'm going to make, but I'm going to make a lot.
Nice.
Well, how about do like a Hex Toys, keep one of them like rare or something like that, and then
maybe an NFT.
Yeah, there you go.
Finalizing the design today. Like I'm waiting on the call We tweaked a couple more things this morning, and the graphic design is due today. So as soon as I get that call, we're solidifying the car, but it looks amazing.
It is dope, y'all.
Yep.
From what I've seen.
I'll give you a sneak peek. We got the number 55, by the way. So NASCAR.
What? Nice.
Yep. NASCAR allowed us to get 55.
Awesome.
So that was pretty cool. So there's a little teaser for everyone. We got
breaking news. There you go. So we'll talk about that a little more later in the show. What else we got going on? I mean, I was gonna say let's do some trivia. I don't know how we're gonna do that. I guess we have 3 guys right there. You can all just go in a row.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, Marion just asked when Daytona ticket giveaways. First of all, Marion, don't be cheap. Buy your own ticket. No, I'm just kidding. So, community member reached out to me. They wanted to give some tickets away. I'm going to put in some of my money and buy some tickets. I'll probably do a stream. It'll probably be a release of the Hex design car. We're gonna match it up with simultaneously with the press release that NASCAR is doing for Hex, so like they're congruent. And then I'll also probably at the end of the show I'll do NASCAR ticket giveaway. So just stay tuned for that. I'll put something out on Twitter just saying, hey, if you want a ticket, just put your name down here below, and we'll just do like a spinning of the wheel like I've done before in the past.
Yes, Lark and Investor, iVestor, I can't drive 55, Sammy Hagar reference. Excellent. Yeah, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Motley, but basically we're just waiting for the word to get PR'd out, and then like all bets are off, and then we can do kind of, full sale kind of thing.
So just to brief everyone on that. So we talked about it this morning. So once we get the graphics and everything done, they're going to start working on the teams, the pit crew, the chief, everyone, all their stuff to match the car. And then once we get all that compiled, essentially we're going to put together a press release package. I actually just reached out to Taylor. If you guys don't know, he's probably written some of the most amazing Hex articles and blogs that we've had throughout the past 2 years. So I reached out to him. He hasn't gone back to me yet, but I'm hoping he'll be willing to write the piece for us. But yeah, it's going to be a piece on JJ Yeley. It's going to have the history of Hex and why this is such a good marriage between NASCAR and Hex. And so we're going to get that all together and make sure that's succinct before we release anything to you guys. So we'll have the press release go out. We'll do a stream. It'll have the same information, and we'll do giveaways and all that kind of fun stuff. But that's the next step. So within the next week, expect the press release and everything to go live. And it's kind of nice because I was talking to this about Josh. Most of the teams have already kind of done their press release. So we're like that. We're like releasing that record like a couple days later after everyone else released it. So like the news media and everyone's like hungry for news. And we're unique to this field, right? Like there is no solo sponsorship like this by a cryptocurrency. Like it is very unique news, and they're looking for that news since most of the cars have already done their press release. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool launch here.
Yeah, IWTBF asked, what about a Hex helmet?
Yeah, so there will be one that'll be signed by the driver. We haven't decided what we're going to do with it yet.
And I guess, if you really wanted to, you could, someone could go make one. A bunch of talented artists out there, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, yes. Richard Hart Jr. is Motley. Yeah, they streamed together the other day. So yesterday, I believe.
Don't remind me.
Why not?
So if you
It
guys
wasn't that bad.
If you guys don't know, I was like, so Lauren, Expensive Taste, we're all eating dinner, having a good time. She's like, guys, I messaged Richard, like he wants to stream. Like, oh, cool, that's awesome. Like, congratulations. Like, we thought he was just gonna stream with like Lauren or whatever. And they're like, oh, cool, like that'd be awesome. Like, do it on Discord Syndicate, like that's her channel and everything. And like that's what everyone in the house thought. And like I was doing a meeting at like 4 a.m. with the graphic designer, like no sleep. I had just fallen back to sleep for like 30 minutes to an hour, like butt ass naked. And then like everyone like barges in my room and like, you gotta wake up. We have to shoot with Richard in 10 minutes. It's like, what? Like we gotta shoot with Richard. I was like, aren't you guys doing that on like Discord Syndicate? Isn't that Lawrence thing? It's just like, no, that's all of us as a group. Like, and no one knows how to stream. Like we have to set it up. We'll just do it on your channel. I was like, oh my God. Like, I didn't bring a streaming setup. Like I was just like, are you serious? Like this is not how I wanted Richard on my channel for the first time. So like I'm literally streaming off my shitty laptop's webcam, speakers. Richard's waiting in the green room. I hate my life. I was just glaring at Lauren the whole time. I was like, I hate my life so much right now. not how I wanted it to go. But,
yeah, well, I mean, it was a nice little 30 minutes of
yeah.
info anyway, and it got to see the whole group out there, so that was cool.
Yeah, all pixelated.
Except for the camera coming in filming Richard as he talked.
Yep, that was that.
Yeah, that was crystal
Okay,
clear.
I'm actually thinking about grabbing my camera to film some of this in a little bit. So
All good. Yes, Marion. All good. Let's see. No such thing. Hexicans have a great life. Darn right, man. And, for you guys to be out there and having such a good time. And who else is out there, by the way, that we might know? Kinetics was out there, right?
Introduce yourselves. Are you going to just chill up there?
Oh, we have some non-socials.
Sure. Stay here.
he got ready. Look at his hair.
Oh, yeah. Look at Smithy, bro.
Hi, I'm Jason. True Moxie on Twitter. Been up here snowboarding with Axis Live and a bunch of other dudes. It's been a blast.
Oh, yeah. Axis is still asleep, probably.
Does not surprise me whatsoever.
Yeah, we tried to wake him up. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting up. I'm pretty sure he just fell back asleep."
Yeah.
We did a couple joints in the hot tub for breakfast.
That is why I can totally believe that. Yes.
Breakfast of champions.
Axis smokes, eats, sleeps. That's all he does.
I was trying to roll up a couple blunts and stream from the hot tub, but they.
I don't think my camera equipment works in like below freezing temperatures outside right now.
What is the temp out there?
I don't know. Do you know
2 degrees?
2 degrees?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 30 and snowing right now. So, yeehaw.
Oof.
We're
Sounds
just going to
terrible.
miss the blizzard by 100 miles. So, Yes, PulseX, SAC, over 1 billion. Perhaps that's a trivia question later, Meltani. Yeah, what's up? There's another team.
I should
is
start
this?
looking at Richard Hart tweets real quick so I don't get knocked
Hey,
out.
no cheating. All right, here we go. We're going to start trivia before Motley cheats. I guess we're going to have to do this. Motley, come back. Stop
It's
cheating.
not like we have a creative host that can't come up with questions other than Richard Hart's tweets. I
If
remember
you
when
want to
we-
have questions for like 5 or 6 people, you have to dig into the Twitter file. So
or animal trivia. Just saying.
I
His
think the
favorite.
audience
You love
much prefers Hex trivia, but Motley
mix.
prefers animal trivia, I think.
I do.
Did you cram? Are you done?
No, keep going.
Yeah.
Questions.
Okay. I'm just going to purposefully
I'm
like
here to win.
ask you like not Richard Hart tweets.
I'd probably do better then.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do a little trivia and get this show on the road, shall we?
Yes.
All right.
Before Motley just totally memorizes.
All right, fine. I won't look.
All right, there we go. So we'll go around the room. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 participants. A couple first timers here. Reminder to turn off your chat as they are encouraged to participate. Chat. What's up, DJ Alpha Music Man? See you over there on DJ Cryptomatic's stream. So welcome, man. Welcome aboard. Vince and Big K, hi. Just chop liver over here. What's up?
Hey, me too.
Hey, what's
dude.
going on?
Vince, strong and silent type.
I don't know
Yes,
sure
no
about the
cheating.
strong part, but
No cheating, says Benny Blanco. All right, everybody's chat is off. Audience is encouraged to participate. Try to make the first easy round in round 1. That way we get out of the first round. That's my job. And then we'll pick up with the faster questions. Crypto Vince, are you ready?
yes, sir.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm
What prestigious auto race occurs in 23 days in which a Hex.com car will attempt to qualify?
It would be the Daytona 500.
The Daytona 500 is correct.
Give the audience some time, okay?
Not the first round. They're kind of easy.
I know.
Hey, Tim Benjamin,
Yes, sir.
how much in USD was needed and raised by the Hexican community to sponsor that car?
The minimum amount that was requested was $600,000, but I do not know how much has come in after that.
Pretty much that. So that was the answer that we were looking for. So well done, well done.
Thank you.
Motley Investor,
Yes, Cabana.
About how many days? See, you wanted Easywood? You're a part of this whole thing, bro.
Yes.
About how many days did it take to raise the 600K? 4, 7, or
I know
10?
the perfect person. To
Well,
ask.
5. Okay. Close enough.
It's 5, but
Technically 5, but it sounds better with 4.
it felt like a turning because it is 6 months.
Yeah.
Felt much longer.
All right, our other
his name?
new
What's his name?
participant. What's up, bro?
What's his name? Do you remember his name? Hans?
Sorry.
Bitcoin Maxi is his name.
Oh, I just gave it. Sorry.
His name is Matt.
Yeah, Bitcoin Maxi. Matt the Maxi. Our newest Hexican, right?
Yes.
All right. Matt, name the driver of the Hex.com car that will attempt to qualify for the Daytona 500.
I'll take the penalties of not knowing this answer.
Oh God.
Well, I'm gonna have to rug you all then. Look what you did, Matt.
There.
No.
Well,
There you go. Toss him off the screen.
give him an easier one. He hasn't been as involved in all that stuff.
I just got staked yesterday, literally
Yeah.
last night.
Come on, give him. Try to give him something easier.
Give me a Bitcoin question.
A big one. Well, we don't do that here, sir. Never mind, rug him.
All right. Hey, Big K.
Hey.
Where am I at here? I'm just like all over the place. Oh, yeah. I'll give you Motley's question. Just hours ago, Richard Hart simply tweeted the word nice with a screenshot of the PulseX lead.xyz site showing what landmark sacrifice amount in USD.
Oh, it was a big one. It was a real big one. There's many zeros. There was
A lot of zeros.
like 9 zeros, you know. Solid counting there.
Good job.
Thank you.
befitting of a mathematician.
I'm gonna go with $1 billion.
1 billion is correct.
Very just swipe. You didn't do the pinky.
There you go. Exactly. All right. Back we go to crypto events. Onward.
Yes.
Now we'll take our time. I almost succeeded, except for that Matt the Maxi guy. Got everyone out of the first round. Leave it to a Bitcoin bro. No, I'm kidding. Welcome. This is your hazing.
How many inflation bugs Bitcoin has had?
Yeah, hey, all right.
Guys, we're trying to convert him more. Let's not.
All right, crypto events. Name the Hexican who was originally approached about this NASCAR sponsorship. He's also been on this channel a couple times in the recent week and has been killing it with his efforts to make this all happen along with our Motley Investor. One more time, name the Hexican who was originally approached about this NASCAR sponsorship for the Daytona 500. He's also been on this channel a couple of times in this past week, and he's been killing it with his efforts to help make all this happen.
I think you should have to provide the Twitter handle and his name just to make it a little bit more time.
I think
That's tough.
he should get one or the other.
Nah, let's make it fun.
It's only the second round, Molly. What say you, crypto Vince?
At Agape Hex on Twitter.
See, he's got both.
Agape
Agape.
is correct. Tim Benjamin.
Yes, sir, Mr. Cabana.
Last night on the Laughing Podcast, Hex Joker and Hexican chatted with what pro boxer? I'll repeat it one more time. Uh-oh, he's struggling. Last night on the Laughing Podcast, Hex Joker and Hexican chatted with what pro boxer?
I didn't see podcasts, and I read some tweets about it, and I am not remember his name. I don't know. I don't.
For the second time, I get to rug Motley.
Double rug.
Double rug. The answer is how is it pronounced anyway? J Leon,
I think.
J Leon Love. Correct, Aaron. Yes, Jaw something Mango Junkie, who has been pre-gaming for hours. He tweeted. So yes.
Nice.
All right, Motley, you're the last one standing out of that group there.
Uh-oh.
Motley Investor, today's crypto Sparbook workshop is in what city?
Well, it's in Texas.
Today's Crypto Spa-book workshop is in what
Wait, I'm trying to
city?
think. Can you stop?
Trying to encourage the chat here.
Yeah, so they did Austin. Man, is it Dallas or Houston? That's the question.
Well, man, if you, I won't say anything. Sorry.
Hey, I'm giving you hints before the pass, sir.
Oh, sorry. Well,
I'm
well,
leaning
one
towards
of those
that.
two. One of those two that you mentioned was already an answer once. So
Yeah, I think they've done the Houston one as well. So
Nice recall, Big K. Nice recall.
yeah.
maybe they haven't done the Austin one already. Oh fuck! I know Crypto Coffee was going to the Austin one. What might take place? I'm going with Dallas.
The correct answer is Dallas.
Nice work.
Okay. All right, sweet. Which ones
We
have
had-
they done in Texas already?
We did have some incorrect ansers.
We
Houston,
did have some incorrect.
San Antonio.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
all right. A little tough. Texas is a big state, so you know.
And there's like 3 or 4 meetups in Texas.
Yes. Big K mid cook.
Yes,
How you doing, bro?
fantastic.
All right. Earlier this week, Richard Hart retweeted a video in which Hex was mentioned on a popular financial site / network. Name that site.
Well, this
One more
used to
time.
be-
One more time. For the chat's sake.
Don't worry.
Earlier this week,
Guys,
Richard Hart
Google.
retweeted a video in which Hex was mentioned on a popular financial site / network. What is that site?
See what you did there, Cabana.
site / network. You see, because at one point in time, this was known as a search engine, but like nobody uses it
Ask
for that
Jeeves?
anymore.
Lycos?
Alta Vista. No. No, I'm gonna go with Yahoo Finance.
Yahoo!
Wow.
Yeah, they got how much money they spent on that commercial for that jingle.
Back
Now
in the
they're
day.
almost completely
Early.
obsolete.
The 2000s, man. They were a
Chat
time.
is all over it. All right, back to we got the original crew. That's what we're down to. All right, what's going on? Crypto Vince
No, just kidding.
with Motley with 2 anchors beside him.
Yes, the answer's right.
Kidding, boys. Love you all. Crypto Vince earlier this week, Richard Hart retweeted a Hexican who is putting together a mansion party in Las Vegas after the March conference. Name that Hexican. Earlier this week, Richard Hart retweeted a Hexican who is putting together a mansion party in Vegas after the March conference. Name that Hexican.
It's Nagabo.
Jackpot.
Slicing, he's dicing.
It is Naga.
Yeah.
Most lackluster slicing and dicing.
Someone wants it to be Jenna's house party for Vince.
No, I think I'll
Too
pass on that
soon.
one.
No? Okay. All right. Motley Investor.
What's up?
Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, it's important that you use 1inch.io or blank to trade hex.com. Look at how much better deal you get. It's 3% better in these examples. What is blank? Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, it's important that you use 1inch.io or blank to trade hex.com. Look at how much better deal you get. It's 3% better in these examples. What is blank?
You just let me know when I can answer.
You can answer because chat is doing it well.
Good. Matcha.xyz.
Matcha is the T.
Matcha.
Big K. Earlier today, Richard tweeted, blank has been upgraded. Next up is to upgrade from Uni V2 front end to V3 or 1 inch. What is blank?
You know, out of all the places that I can find time to frequent, my favorite sites out there, hex.com.
Should I
Has
ask
been
Motley to
It
confirm
is a
that?
very good site.
Since he was, reading it earlier. Yeah. Very, very good. Very good. Good job, Big K.
Hex.com has been upgraded. It actually looks really nice too.
It does.
I thought
It
that the last upgrade looked nice, and then you know how upgrades work. Like you're always like, oh my god, it can't get any better than this, and then we do it, and it does. So that's cool.
Just in time for I don't know, a NASCAR to go around the Daytona 500. That's decked out in the URL.
Who would have thought?
Timing. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate that. Like the revamp.
Trivia question from the audience. What does the K stand for in Big K?
I can answer.
Do I have to answer that, or is that for the audience to answer?
Or is that rhetorical?
Rhetorical.
I'm waiting for chat to put it in there. Maybe chat doesn't know who we're dealing with here down below me.
I like Marco's his response.
Where is Marco?
It's up at the very there you go.
That's the polo, bro.
There you go. Captain Kirk, also
Yes,
known.
Man, my grandpa had like a IBM 286, like one of those old, dot matrix printer style. And like the coolest thing it did was when it turned on, somebody, whoever he had designed it, had a giant Starship Enterprise made out of like all the ASCII characters, like zoom by, and it said Captain Kirk's computer, and that was because his last name was also Kirkowski. Anyways, back to our regular scheduled program.
I'm just laughing at chat. This is so funny. So, oh man, Finn Bear, dude. Yeah, Bubba the Kush.
Yeah,
okay. Where's Axis? All right. Anyway, crypto events.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, Richard Hart followed up that 1inch.io tweet, that matcha.xyz tweet with, why is it better? Because it spreads the order across all the blank pools. What is blank? Yesterday, Richard followed that tweet up, said, why is it better? Well, because it spreads the order across all the blank pools. What is blank?
That would be liquidity.
Liquidity is correct. Motley Investor.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier today, Richard Hart tweeted, those that made the most money in Hex.com also sat through the most blanks. Volatility is the price you pay for the world's best performing asset. Blanks are opportunities. What is blank?
Dips.
Dips is good.
Dips are good.
The dip is good. Big K. Didn't catch you mid-blaze, did I? Or mid-bake?
No, you're good. I said,
Yeah, I need eyes to go. Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, scammers have now set up a full fake Hex website and a full fake Hex blank group with more members than the real one. What is blank? Yesterday, Richard.
First of all,
let's get into the reasoning after. Scammers have now set up a full fake Hex website and a full fake Hex blank group with more members than the real one. What is blank?
Blank. Well, first of all, screw the scammers. Y'all out there wasting your time. You're smart people. You could be doing better shit with your time. This is like just
Preach.
Terrible. Very, very upsetting. Everybody out there, do better. Please.
Very disappointed.
Shame on all of you naughty scammers.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Very disappointed. I expect this, but I'm still disappointed. The answer though is in the Telegram group. They've
Thank
set
you.
up a Telegram group.
I was waiting on that. All right, here we go. Hey, crypto Vince.
Yes.
Earlier this month, Richard Hart tweeted, PulseChain.com update. We've got PulseX.com working on private testnet with the 0.29% trade fee and other parameters activated and tested, remaining 1, the AMM ratio fixer bot, 2, sacrifice totals, and 3, blank. What is number 3?
Well, why would you?
This is when I actually just had looked up right before we did this.
I'll ask him one more time. Crypto Vince.
I wish that I was like really fingers crossing when I went through all of Richard's tweets before. I was like, I hope I get this one.
I remember
chat is good. Chat is really good. Look at you guys. Marion, Marco, Tony.
Just talking about this tweet with other Hexicans yesterday.
All right, I'll do it one more time. Earlier this month, Richard tweeted PulseChain.com update. We've got PulseX.com working on private testnet with the 0.29 trade fee and other parameters activated and tested. Remaining 1, the AMM ratio fixture bots. 2, SAC totals. 3, blank. What is number 3?
I think it's the DAO.
Correct answer is the DAO. Good job, Vince.
Yeah.
Yes.
Motley Investor. Last week, Richard trolled a couple of blockchains on Twitter. One tweet read, apparently blank hasn't worked for a few days now, and everyone's unhappy about not being able to sell during the massive drop, excuse me. What is blank? Last week, Richard trolled a couple of cryptos on Twitter. One tweet read, apparently blank hasn't worked for a few days now, and everyone's unhappy about not being able to sell during the massive drop. What is blank?
Not sure.
Chat's doing pretty good.
I know Solana has been shut down. It's kind of what I want to go with because I don't know of anything else off the top of my head. I'm just going to go with Solana.
Just going with it was a good move.
Cool.
Trust your instinct.
And good job, chat.
It's like one of those things where you're like not sure, but if you don't go with your first answer, you're usually wrong.
I mean, the only other one that would have been recently that comes to mind strongly is how terrible everything went with Sunday Swap and ADA. That was the shit show of epic proportions. So, be glad we're not
performing that bad anyway.
Yeah, I mean ADA. That's the only other one that I'd say that is it's being pushed at the limits of what an old technology can do, and it still can't even handle beta testing of product basically. So sucks for them.
Nice sound effect. It sounded really well.
Usually the host would have to do this, but
he's like a
reach
soundboard,
over
a Kramer soundboard.
On the board, yeah.
No. Crypto Vince, back to you. I'm going to run out of questions. Earlier this month, Richard Hart tweeted, it's awesome that I heard every blank I've done recently is the best I've ever done. At least some people think so. What is blank? Earlier this month, Richard tweeted, it's awesome that I heard every blank I've done recently is the best I've ever done. At least some people think so. What is blank?
Going to say interview.
Crypto Vince, you are correct. I cannot get rid of you people. Motley Investor.
yeah, sorry.
How you doing?
I'm doing NASCAR stuff. Sorry. Go ahead.
He's got business to attend to.
More important than your stream, man. Jeez.
Happy hour. Sometimes business runs long.
It does. Motley never sleeps. That's like a hashtag or something somewhere. Earlier this month, Richard Hart tweeted an interview with Lin May for what channel?
Who the fuck is Lin May?
Vince knows. Big
Wait,
K
why do
knows.
I know?
Because we talked about
I
her
actually
last
don't.
week.
I actually know who she is, but I don't know the name of the channel.
Yeah.
Is that the good interview that he did with the chick in London? Not that I still know the channel, but
I'm a nice guy, so yes, it is. Earlier,
cool. Again, like Big K, it doesn't mean I know.
I don't know the channel either. I know her name.
Hold on, it's in here somewhere, but fuck.
it's all over chat. Good job, guys.
Yeah, cool.
And
We
gals.
got Google too. Fuck. Man, I pushed that shit out of my head a long time ago. Man, that's
what?
old. Why are you grabbing old stuff?
Marco.
Well, I put these questions at the end because I don't think we'll get there, so they get harder.
Oh my god! What? This is definitely harder. This should have been a big K question.
Obviously.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. Bye.
Make up a channel.
The shitty happy hour.
I mean, if you had gone, I'm gonna go with if you had said crypto something, that'd be a safe bet. No, maybe business something. Maybe it was business, crypto business something. That's how close am I? I was closer than Motley.
Not one of those words.
Damn it! I tried. Link up TV. Oh,
I never would have guessed that.
I would have never gotten that in a million years. So
well, chat did.
Well, chat is smart.
Yeah,
they also have the power of the internet. So like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is true. Big K.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you got to get this one, or Crypto Vince could walk away here. Maybe I need to text Jenna and get her in the green room real quick if Vince wins again.
For me to rug.
All right, Big K. Last week during this very show,
long ago,
Richard Hart tweeted a URL for an Ethereum to PulseChain bridge available for testing. What is that URL?
Are you shitting me right now? I have to come up with the URL. It's like v2.testnet.something. Fucking. It's like I don't know.
No, Big K. It's not. It's actually 2 words. I'll help you. Last week during this show, Richard Hart tweeted a URL from an Ethereum to PulseChain bridge available for testing. What is that URL? I don't feel bad at all because chat's doing pretty good.
PulseChain bridge. Bridge bridge.testnet or something. Testnet.bridge.
Are we talking it through, or is that
I'm talking it through right now, man. I know words that you said, and I know words that I think are in that URL.
You were making it way too hard with v2 dot bot whatever. So yeah.
Ah, damn it. Well then, I don't know. Testnet dot. I don't know.
No hodl. It is not cum swap.
PulseX.testnet or something. That bridge PulseNet. I don't know.
What is your final answer?
Vince wins.
Wait, don't I have to get it right also, or
no? He already got the first one right. So
you were the first in the circle, right?
In the circle.
Yeah.
So with that, Big K, you've been rugged.
Wow.
And Crypto Vince, you are the winner, my friend. Who knows the answer? Chat knows the answer. Actually, a lot of people in chat know the answer. Hexican 720 knows the answer. Bufo on that beat knows the answer.
Oh, Pulse Ramp.
The answer is Pulse Ramp. Good job, chat.
Nice.
Yes. Pulse something. Pulse Ramp it is. And that was the big rug.
The big R.
All right.
Big R's with big K.
Yes. Crypto Vince. Our chat, led by Finbear, I guess. I could have gone my whole life without hearing Cabana say "come swap." Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Joe. Crypto Vince, as customary on the show, the winner of trivia gets to address the audience. Crypto Vince, take it away, my friend.
Well, I don't know how I won this one, but thank you to the other people for making it easy, I guess. Yeah. Thankfully, Jenna's not here to troll me. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't have much to say. So.
All right. Thank you for that, Vince. Appreciate it.
Classic.
Yeah,
That's classic Vince.
Classic Vince.
Like, yeah, I won the whole thing. I don't really have much to say, but yeah.
Thanks for everyone getting the questions wrong.
There you go.
It's
True story.
Sometimes it's the only way I can win.
Cabana, it's common consensus in the house right now that you need to get a little bit better with your questions. Go back to the days where you did some other categories.
Oh boy,
lazy, bro.
He just wants animal trivia.
Man, it was the I was on the PulseChain testnet stuff. So like when you're doing on there, it's like stake.v2.testnet.pulsechain.com, and like there, that's what I was going through my brain, and I was like, I know there's a lot of dots in there. I don't know what it is. Well, nice work, Vince.
Thanks.
I will toss and turn at nights, restless sleep for the next week.
All right. Well, now that we've had our fun, and fun gets killed always by politics, so unfortunately, let's get into some. So this stuff, I mean, it seems like we hear it all the time, but this seems a little bit more, I don't know, louder than what we're used to. President Joe going after Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, and NFTs. There's a lot of takes on this. There's a bunch of spaces on Twitter last night. I was just listening to it briefly. So really, I don't think anybody has a 100% idea. I would venture to say that they would possibly go after some of these founders that, you know, distribute coins amongst themselves and founding parties. I would think that, to me, from what I have heard, would be an area of interest. A lot of times crypto bros tend to overreact and are like, oh, they want to ban Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't think that's going to happen, but I don't know, Big K. I usually lead off with these news events with yourself. What say you on this latest matter?
I mean, I feel like you guys you should be ready for this by now. But
yes,
comes every cycle.
Cares?
Like, that is your same answer. You're sticking with it.
Shit. Still, I'm sticking with it. You know, like in the sense, the reason I'm sticking with it is because, is there a law on the table? Does anyone have to even agree on anything? Is anything actually proposed whatsoever? No, we've gotten like, it's might as well be China being like, we're going to come up with, we might ban it, we might not. It's like, we're going to come up with a committee of people to maybe do something at a later point in time. Okay, sounds good. Talk to me then. Good.
Well, I think what's Cynthia Loomis actually broke it down a little bit. So she had a nice thread here, if I can pull it up. So she was saying here, I wanted to share a few thoughts about this, and we can read through it really quick, but this version of the America Competes Act, and this is very crypto-friendly, Senator, by the way, raises alarms across the industry. This provision, I think this is what she's alarmed about, would give the actual Treasury Secretary and those she deputizes unilateral, unlimited power to ban any type of financial asset that has a foreign link. And I would say foreign link in quotes because they can make up shit as they go at that point without public notice and any time limit. It doesn't say it explicitly, but this is a direct attack on the digital asset industry. The Treasury Department already has broad authority in this area, but it has a strict time limit and a public notice requirement. Should this provision remain in the bill, we really should rename it the America Fails Act. This provision stifles innovation and competition and feels more like something the Chinese Communist Party would impose on industry. I do agree with her there. I will not stand by and let the heavy hand of the government pick winners and losers. If we go down this path, we threaten our own position as a global financial leader. I'm talking with my colleagues in the Senate and with people at the Treasury to make my concerns known. The government does not need to make financial decisions for the American people. Our $30 trillion in national debt should be your first hint at that. Well said.
Yeah, what a fucking understatement. Jesus Christ, that's awesome.
Yeah. So need more people like her, that's for sure.
I know Matt said he wanted to speak on this as well.
Go for it, Matt.
Someone said that a lot of crypto bros get like super scared that, oh, they're gonna ban crypto, they're gonna ban.
I said that.
Oh, okay, you said that. No, I heard that.
It sounded that way on Spaces last night. There were a lot of panicked people in one of the Twitter Spaces.
Well, to those people, I would say that trying to ban it just shows how resilient it actually is. It's been banned in China several times over and has thrived and still mines in China. US is now the largest mining area for Bitcoin, but regardless, you could ban it all you want. All it would do is completely start a whole new market for this cryptocurrency to take place, like on the black market. You could ban it all you want. You can't stop it. The network is already completely thrived and rooted in. It's like chopping a tree. The roots are still there. It's going to grow back.
Not Joe's keys, not Joe's coins.
Maybe the U.S. should just worry about Ukraine and Russia right now. Instead, that might be a little bit better use of their time.
Yeah, let's start a ground war with Russia in winter. That's brilliant.
The old distraction, but yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'll be surprised if a bill actually passes in that form. And not only that, but then it's also still somewhat of a slippery long road path to like, oh, then they have to appoint somebody and approve that. And then they've got to decide what they actually are going to ban. And then they've got to find a way to properly do that. Like there's a long road to walk to them actually doing anything about it. And because of other senators like this one and like the fact that it's still a pretty, it's split, and I still think way more so on the side of crypto, so I'm still not really concerned about this. I mean, I don't think that, there was something about this last year that I feel like we were talking about this like less than 8 months ago about a bill that was going to maybe pass that didn't, so like.
Yeah, we have, but I think to Cynthia Loomis's point, I think her main area of concern is that it comes down by quote law to the Secretary of the Treasury's discretion, and then that could get messed up.
Yeah, I don't like it's good to talk about this now because like letting that happen wouldn't be good, but again, like that's there's a lot there's like thankfully there's posturing at this level instead of much further down the chain, so again, this kind of thing has happened several times where somebody gets excited about coming at crypto and other parties, the other, sides of the coin are like, no, you can't, we don't want to stifle innovation, which I mean, happens a lot that's why we have a two-party system. That's why, this sort of debate has taken place, not just on cryptocurrency fronts, but on other technological fronts and other layers of innovation before. And like it will constantly go forward. We all here are on somewhat of the side of business, and technological innovation going forward. So like, we should stay vigilant and pay attention to these things by all means. I'm not saying, am I worried about crypto's future? Am I, selling my bags? Absolutely not.
I think the U.S. government's fucked. I think we've been trending in a bad direction for a long, long time. Like, I'm just, I'm honestly sick of it. Like, it really, like stuff like this just makes me want to renounce more and more. It honestly does.
Yeah, Latin American crypto. I've seen your comments on Twitter, and this is good because Twitter, social spaces, all this, it presents all the sides of the argument, and I've read your opinions too, Latin American. So it says it was never a nothing burger, which there was like a small Twitter debate last night, which was fun to read. It is the politicos going for the jugular of crypto, which is the fiat on-ramps that are in total control of the regulators. So I see your point there. Go ahead.
They already do have some control of, like, the regulators that operate in the U.S. have to, have to abide by U.S. standards. So like that's already kind of like most of them have to have a banking relationship somewhere along the lines, for them to be able to on and off board fiat. Yeah. So like that is for sure. But I will say that nowadays I come across, at least in luxury goods world, we have a lot more ways for people to spend their crypto than I did 3 years ago. That's for sure.
You can buy Louis Vuitton with crypto?
There's actually, this just third party shit. You wouldn't be able to do it straight through Louis Vuitton, but there is other, if you want Philip Plein, they take crypto, direct. There's other designers.
LV guy, I'm sorry.
I mean, hey, hey, me too. I feel you 100%. We gotta like, I'm all for it. But like, I'm just saying that like the idea that some top end, designers, like I said, private flights, car places that purchase cars, some real estate, we've seen a lot of that is willing to take crypto. So like that it requires less fiat off ramps, and if those transactions are still like
honestly, if the government's really willing, like they want to really just crack down on these fiat on ramps and like start shutting them down. I mean, maybe that just drives us faster to our goal where we just don't have to go back to fiat currency. So, I mean, in the long scheme of things, like it could actually be very beneficial. It just drives the narrative. It's like we don't go back into your money. We stay in our own. Like, cool, have fun.
Yeah,
it would still hurt price for a long time, though. That's for sure. I'd agree with that it would definitely be a negative sentiment for a minute that would have be hard to overcome. Because I mean, you have to route around that shit somehow.
It's a power struggle. It's what it is.
Do I own a flip phone? No, I own an iPhone.
Oh, you're reading all the chirps.
He's gone through all the Bitcoin hate.
I was leaving it out there for you, sparing you, but good for you for taking it head on. So Gabby was bringing some heat earlier. Ted, where's Ted? He had a very hot take. Ted, there you go. Thanks.
No,
Ted. Thank you for your input.
Cheers, sir.
That. We appreciate that. Cheers.
I also agree with those sentiments.
Same. All right. So last night, if y'all were on Twitter, because I know you were, because you blew this up, put out like a little challenge thing, basically saying, we're talking the NASCAR thing earlier. So there's going to be a lot of TV, radio, print, media time coming forward. So I know we've done this before. I haven't done it personally, but other Hexicans have. So I just wanted to throw out there and get like a list of kind of like catchphrases or sentences, not necessarily for the car, because I don't think it's best served on that. You want like big and bold kind of thing. You're going to have cameras like from far away. You want like a big logo. You want to know what the car is about. You don't want to have to like for it to zoom in and read sentences or things like that. But for something like, if someone sees a hex.com on a race car and they go to the site and, it's fluid, they can make adjustments if needed. If, we have a good idea about messaging. I was like, okay, well, what kind of messaging, could we put on that site to attract race fans? And there's some really cool, like, tricks with lingo in here, racing lingo. But yeah, I just made this thread and had like just an insane amount of comments. I couldn't even keep up with the notifications last night, but I provided an example. I was like, the future of passive income now. And then I just said, keep it going. So some good ones. I'll have any favorites, look through it at all. I'm just going to go through while anybody comments. No? All right, good. I'll start.
I kind of like the fastest appreciating asset.
Yes. That combines them both kind of thing.
Yeah. That type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't do my homework, Cabana.
Thanks, Big K.
I apologize. I would say that I like the ones that you picked out the best. Like that retweet that you had is pretty good.
Yeah, and I could not like all these. There was just so many, so I'm like actually going through. And...
I mean, I also have a certain spot in my heart for like the ones that shouldn't be said, like your way to not giving a fuck, like that. I'm a huge fan of that, but like I don't know if we should. It's not exactly family friendly.
Yeah.
I think the big thing to take away from this thread is just like getting the funding done, getting the car done, and then just showing up on the race. Like that's just like a fraction of like what this is all about, right? Like it should be a big media push from our community this entire time leading up to the race, right? You should be tagging NASCAR. You should be tagging Daytona 500. You should be supporting, reaching out, supporting the driver. You should be reaching out to news centers like Cabana said, radio, TV, if you want to help and maybe like write some scripts because JJ Yeley is going to have to be talking about Hex. So maybe give him some good bullet points that he can read up on.
Precisely. That's what this is about pretty much.
Think of creative ways that you can help out leading up to this race because like it is like a media blitz up until that point. So the more eyeballs, the more people that we get focused on that, like the press release is going to be big. I got a message from Ricky. I got yelled at because I wasn't supposed to tell you guys how we got number 55. So you're welcome.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so just get as much as you can do the proper tags, reach out to people that might be interested in the story, because it is a really cool, interesting story that just really hasn't been done by a community, by a crypto, by a financial product. And it's not just about the race. It's about all the days leading up to it as well.
Yeah. And it's about, I think like the key here is kind of like simplistic messaging in a way. Like I know we know the lingo, right? So it's like, when you're doing internet marketing and you know what kind of service that you sell or what kind of product that you sell, but if you're in the industry and all you talk about is that product, you might have just like your own industry term for it, whereas somebody gets on Google or it's in their mind that terminology could be totally different.
This is what I found was the issue, and Hexicans were, they're trying to be helpful and give their suggestions, but it's either crypto related or Hexican related. It's like, that's not who we're targeting. You're targeting general people out there in the population that might not be involved in crypto, that might not be heavy into finance. Like, you have to find something that people are seeking that's as general as possible. So like when people are doing like stake related comments, or even something as simple, and I really like this slogan, be your own bank. Does that really click with your average American who's just doing the 9-to-5 grind, just trying to stay above the water? Like, be your own bank is much more of a crypto philosophy, and as cool as the slogan is,
it comes along with this whole explanation of like why that's a good thing and why you might even care about that. People are like, nah, they don't know why the banks even suck when you get into that conversation. So like it's so. Yeah, you have to be, like you said, fastest appreciating asset. Financial.
Even that one, I got like a little bit of pushback because people are like, people don't know what an asset is or what the word appreciating is. It's like, God damn it! Like, well,
yeah, you're right. It goes up fast.
I won't give it away because Ricky will yell at me. But we came up with one slogan. It wasn't anywhere crazy because we got a little bit pushback from Josh because he's like, look, guys, I get it. You want to like put slogans. He's like, but on this stuff, like, you have to make sure all your camera angles are covered. He's like, how would you feel if, like, let's say a wreck happened to the car and they zoomed in and you got your slogan, but it missed the logo, it missed the URL. He's like, I know it's all over the car, but like, that's the most important thing, right? It's the URL. The car looks sick. That's a good start. The logo looks amazing. And then there's a couple other things we added to it, but like, we eventually went ahead and just went with one slogan, put it on one spot of the card. But I think we did a pretty.
It should be super simple. Yeah,
it's not going to blow your hair back, but it's something like all people seek, and it speaks to pretty much the entire population. So I think it was good for what needs to be done to drive people to the site.
Yeah, and that's the point. Is it's not just the car. It's like once they get to hex.com, the messaging, and it's like my fear is, and I've been thinking about this a good bit, is like, okay, well, PulseChain's not going to be out. Most likely.
Yep.
So once they get there and it's like, oh, okay, cool, this sounds really awesome. Okay, now I have to do what? And then you get to like the fee part, and then it's like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is a ripoff. I have to pay this much in this gas stuff. What? And so I think like there needs to be messaging there of like an explanation of PulseChain, not to like overcomplicate it, but cheaper, way cheaper fees are on the way, and the benefits of getting in now, and something like that. Because if normal users just come in and see these outrageous fees, I think it would be an immediate turnoff. So I would think personally, I would like to see an explanation of, hey, welcome, awesome, thanks for checking this out. The fees might be off-putting at first, but hopefully 4 more weeks or less.
It's tough, right? Because crypto is hard, Hex is harder. All this decentralized exchanges, going over to a different layer, like this stuff is not easy for people that are in crypto, let alone people that are no coiners. Like, this stuff is hard. So it's not only about getting there, but then getting the actual conversion. Like, it's not an easy task. Like, the person has to be willing to put in the time and effort to do their own research, because it's a lot. Yeah, supercharge your portfolio. Yeah, Hexican had 720. Yep. So I mean, but we like that language, but it's like
even
fastest, cheapest crypto, like something that's got to be that, like that's the
even this VK, putting crypto on there could alienate part of your audience too. You got to think about that as well. There's some people that see crypto and they don't want anything to do with it.
Well, then if you can't say asset, you can't say crypto. What do you say? Fuck.
Leave that off. They're like, what's this next? They go there and it's like, oh, I can earn 38%, up to 38% APY. Like how? And then they don't necessarily go in there knowing it's a crypto. Like even then, I push back on like putting the word crypto. You eliminate part of your audience. So you really have to be careful and think about the next one.
What in the world's going on there, Vince? All right.
Neighbor's doing gardening, so we've got.
See, this is a perfect example for what Motley and I were just talking about. So I like this for us, but to onboard, like people are like money printer.
People
what?
Don't
like
buy that people are like, that's
like,
okay, so
what kind of scam is this? There's no money printer. You trying to counterfeit my money? Something? It's like no. It's just kind of like how we talk in our hex slang. But yeah,
the more I see these suggestions, I'm pretty happy with what we came up with. And I think it was a Hexican that I was talking to back and forth last night on Twitter that actually came up with it. So I'd shout you out, but I don't remember your handle, bro. I'll look for it later.
Yeah. So main point is I think we still need to just keep constantly thinking, not for the car, because the car's, pretty much it's done and ready, but the messaging, what happens when they enter the funnel, right? The first practice or whatever, not even that, but the first interviews are going to start maybe next week or at the latest the week after. What happens once they enter that funnel and then get to this website that they're talking about, hex.com? Okay, that's a sponsor, and without even seeing the car, people are going to hear people talking about it, come to the site and be like, okay, now what? And it's like you got to hit them right there with something that appeals to them and that they can understand as well. So yes, shout out to that faceless Hexican that Motley forgot the name of.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Well, if I actually gave out the name, then it would give away the slogan I put on the car.
That's a very good point.
And Ricky would be mad at me.
Then Ricky would be mad. Yet
no more giveaways. You got the number. That's it.
Yet again. All right, what else we got? So I have a new here. Man, my net is slow. Oh yes, this little Chad whale buy earlier this week. How about this one? Or late last week, 11.5 million hex in one shot. I think it was Monday. So for 2.174 million USD. And I think it was a new wallet that was created on Binance and just came in and just did not.
One market buy?
Yep.
Damn.
And I actually think it was more than that. I think it was like 12 point something million, but this is just what the whale bot picked up. And if I could communicate to your brother, Hex Whalebot, I would like to communicate to Hex Winbot on Telegram. He seems to be ill right now. Not responsive for the past 3.5 hours. So
which one was what does the Hex Winbot
pretty much does what Twitter does, but you can queue up different types of transactions.
Okay.
So you can queue up buys, sells, stakes, pretty much what the Whalebot does on Twitter, but on Telegram, you can tailor it a little bit better. So, yeah. Talk to your brother, bro. All right. Yeah. What else? So we had so we're talking about all this. Oh, yeah. So Richard was on Crypto Rand's show. Anybody check that out? I would figure we all did. And he takes on that. The chat was just absolutely brutal. I guess that's my take, is just people who don't even know the guy, or just they watch fake news with a Z, and all they do is repeat headlines, and all the chat. Well, we had our people in there, which is great, but just the obligatory hate and people calling him a fool, a charlatan, because that's all they've ever heard and they've never done their own research. It was just absolutely sickening. They were putting thumbs down, clown emojis. I mean, just these wrecked triggered plebs that, you know, probably been holding, sorry, Matt, Bitcoin recently. And it was just like, oh, and then there was one, my favorite one was, I don't think Raul Powell will agree with this. What? Raul Powell doesn't even give PulseChain a thought. He's wrecking his own followers and subscribers of his website.
Bring it to their attention, let them make an educated decision for themselves.
Yeah, perhaps he sacrificed like a lot of other people, but yeah. I mean, any thoughts on Richard on Rand before we move to the next?
I thought he sounded fine. I'm glad I didn't pay attention to chat.
Yeah. Never read the comments.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to pay to be in his comments, right? Like you have to pay to dance. Jesus Christ.
Oh, is it still going on?
There's static or something.
There we go. Way better.
But no, I think you have to pay to even comment in that dude's chat.
Like, I think you gotta like do $5 or something.
Yeah. You have to
something weird.
$5 monthly subscription. I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know. It was whatever. Richard, you just got to go in there and just kind of just like, I was right. Get wrecked stuff. Always enjoy that.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of which, Matt's got somebody to go evidently challenge Richard here soon. So that would be kind of cool. We haven't seen one of those head-to-head.
Nice.
What was the individual's name?
His name's Alex Svetsky. He writes for Bitcoin Magazine.
Oh, that'll be fun. How soon?
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
How soon could that be?
We love a good debate.
I've been around everyone in the space. Anthony Pompliano, Alex Svetsky, you name it. I've been around them all.
Well, Pomp's just scared, but
we haven't gone Pomp to.
Pomp is scared.
Well, no, he cares about his brand and who he's like. He has a lot of moral integrity, so he's not gonna.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you, but I think
he's more worried about his brand. I think that was pretty obvious.
Yeah,
which I translate into being scared of Richard.
Well, also, if you end up getting destroyed in a debate, it doesn't work well for your brand.
Because that will destroy your brand. So I would be scared of that too. Yeah.
We got enough bets running.
Yeah, we got a lot of Bitcoin.
We actually have some bets going.
I know. Could you repeat a couple of those in case anyone actually missed that stream yesterday? I would think most people saw it, but yeah, I think repeat a couple of those fun bets.
Yep. Yeah. So, all right. The first bet is with Mitch. This one is by January 24th of 2023. That Hex. I'm betting that Hex won't be $10. He's betting that it will. Okay. That's a $5,000 bet. And then I have another one with Motley, and his is by December 2nd, 2025, Hex will flip Bitcoin.
Oh, all right.
That's another $5,000.
And then we forgot about that. There's going to be two hexes at that point. I don't want to do the bet anymore. I was like, bro, that's your favor. It's splitting the buy pressure. It's like, well, which one do I get to choose one? It's like, yeah, sure. It's like, all right, I choose EHEX. I was like, all right. EHEX flips Bitcoin. And then we made sure.
That's fair. Maybe about 2025, because I was going to say, I think PHEX does it faster.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure. But we also made sure to clarify market cap too, because at first we were going to take an aggregate across the side. So
which one are you going to use?
Actual definition of what market cap is: token supply, price. That's it. And so we made sure to hammer out the definition of what is coin market cap before we made that bet as well. So
that's true. Although I will say that I mean, it might take a little bit longer for it to flip it with entirely. But if we take out OA supply or whatever, but I still
I think it's a no-brainer that.
But I mean, the other thing too is that and by that time too, by the time 2025 rolls around, we've been around for 5-6 years, and by then the OA will be severely diluted too. So that really the market cap will be much fairer to assess. I mean, I would say at least
severely.
I mean, maybe not severely. I mean, it depends on which OA.
It depends on how many.
It does.
How you're calculating. I mean, if you're just talking about the 45 to some odd percent that the OA address got itself that didn't stake, then that will be diluted severely. That's just So that. I mean, it's a fair. I think that's fair all around.
And to fill you guys in, last night to make sure I'm true on my bet is I staked.
Bought and staked.
I bought and staked each bet out. So I have one bet staked for 12 months, and then I have his stake till his bet, and then I have another one, but this one was given to me. This is a 555 one. So
yes, that's the way. That's the way to start. That's everybody that I on board. I start them with a 15-year stake, and you can check that out, and that helps everyone kind of see that. Yeah, then you get hooked.
We did a 50x in 2021, and that's pre-viral. So what do you think is going to happen this year?
Tell Mitch. Tell him.
Sounds good.
For Mitch Lee.
NASCAR.
I mean, even if we did half of that and did 25x, I mean 30, then 10x from here is going to be $1.80. So I mean, it's not too much further to do a 25 to 30x to be at $10. I mean, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. These are actually solid bets because, like, I don't know if I'd take like $10 is a tough. That's
a tall order.
Tall order. I mean, not saying it's impossible.
It's also.
I think that Hexo was just off by a year. I think we'll see $2 and a penny by it.
It's a little unit bias part on us, especially as OGs, because we know how much hex we have. So to see those kind of like dollar amounts, it's hard for us to wrap our mind around because it just doesn't seem possible. But again, that's just kind of our own bias. I agree.
But the market cap, Motley, the market cap.
The market cap. Yeah. That one's a more, I'd probably say more risky bet on my end for sure. Just due to the fact that.
Which one?
Your bet.
Oh yeah. I think
your bet is definitely riskier because I mean, like Richard, the whole point of Hex in like you got to remember that like that is what the whole that's like. So many people sat around, Richard included, and looking at a coin market cap for years and years, and like all you had was price and market cap and like volume and a couple other metrics, but like really the things people cared about were those. That's it. And so like he's like Hex is like a definition of how to hack those two things, and like
if Hex was the definition of how to hack that, my God, freaking PulseX and PulseChain with trillion coin supplies and a majority is held in an entity that's probably not going to sell as well. Man, that thing, yeah, you're going to see Richard Hart products in the top 5, pretty much all of them. It's going to be insane. I'm sure they'll be gatekeeping. They'll remove coins. They'll do what they continuously try to do to remove the coin market, God damn it, market cap. Fuck me.
You need some sleep.
I mean, it's like the same thing we saw with that bullshit site that I'm not even going to name and that faggot CEO. It's the same thing, right? Like he
the one that Hodl Dog provided the most epic commentary on.
Yeah, go to school, motherfucker. Hit the books, boy.
What did Hodl Dog say? You could eat a dick.
Yeah, eat the dick. But it's inevitable, right? Like we're already climbing right back up to where they bumped us down from before, and it's like, what are you gonna say again next time?
Yeah, that's. I mean, when you hack something in video game terms, like things, you just hit start a million times, and you've got so many lives that it doesn't even make sense, and like there's no way to accumulate that much shit. Like it's like hacked. So like when I think the market cap is gonna be like in the future, people will realize how dumb that number is because they'll be like, why is there so many zeros here? This is stupid. I don't understand how does this all fucking correlate? And you're like, it doesn't. The whole idea is that it doesn't, and now you've learned that, but like we have to get there first, and it is going to be a solid bet. 5 years, 2025. We got 3 years to do that. I can see that. It's gonna be tight.
It's gonna be a lot sooner.
I like that. My perma bull Mitch over here. Let's go.
I want it sooner. I mean, like I just try and say the conservative thing so that when I'm totally wrong later, it'll happen.
No. Don't be conservative. You're in crypto. You're not in the legacy system.
Yeah, but I mean, like I agree with that. But my conservative is I'm like 10x would be nice, so
yeah. But the only reason why I can actually say that is because a lot of us are working on a lot of things behind the curtains. So
the stuff that's going on behind the scenes
knows about, but you'll be for sure know how to feel. You're gonna feel it.
I mean, I'm nothing but impressed by what Hexican's trying to and managing to accomplish within the first couple of years of our existence. I mean, this Daytona thing is awesome. I mean, everybody trying to work as hard as they are at, and getting legacy finance involved and other people involved in is fantastic as well. I mean, all that shit matters, so I'm really super proud of the community for all that they have put together and been able to accomplish in such a short time. And like, you're right, we're right on the cusp of, whether it be a Daytona 500 or some sort of something that really sets a fire on a lot of people to like know about what's going on here. I definitely think that we are going to see some incredible jumps up at some point in time when virality kicks in. So I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to see. I mean, the community, but like, it doesn't mean that what everyone's doing doesn't matter. It really does. It really makes a difference. So I appreciate everyone doing what they are.
Props to this guy right here.
Yeah,
this guy right here.
Is he actually up?
Yeah, he's right here, dude. Axel,
about fucking time.
get in here, man.
About fucking time.
All right, give him a camera now.
Just like follow him around with it, just like, oh yeah, where's Axel's at? Yeah, bro, we've been going for an hour and a half. Where you been? Sleeping? Oh man.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh,
You hear me?
just hanging out. We can hear you, man. What's going on, brother? How are you doing?
Hey.
There he is. There he is. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
I got a little bit of coffee here.
There you go. That'll
find some joints and maybe some drinks or something.
There you go. That sounds great.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys missed the memo or anything, but you guys were welcome to stop up too.
Yeah, I already did my stint in the cold this year, and I'm still thawing.
I feel you, big K.
I'm still thawing, man. It is. I mean, like, even Florida right now has been pretty cold. There's a thing about the lizards, the iguanas. When they get cold, they fall out of trees. They fall
from the trees.
Yeah, so you don't want to park your cars under trees if you don't want to smash the iguana through your tree. And that's in Florida. Now, we don't have to deal with that in Puerto Rico. It is cooler here. It is a very nice, cool, like 75. So, that's cool enough for me.
All right.
Well, we just thought you were a tropical guy.
But I enjoy hanging, man. Maybe I do like some. I like winter sports is fun as shit, and I enjoy some skiing. I'm terrible at snowboarding, but I can ski like motherfucker. But
Hexalina from Twitter, right? She says she had some prophetic dream about a future ski trip with Richard there, and the whole gang's supposed to be there.
Sounds exciting.
I don't know if that's next year, the year after, but she's got a good eye on her, so I would trust that at least and have that planned out. Maybe next year.
I can't wait to be. I can't wait to be there. It sounds like a blast. I will definitely. Like I said, I'll hit the slopes anytime.
Cool. Vince, how you doing, buddy?
Hey man, nice to be on stream with you for the first time.
I was secretly upstairs waiting for trivia to get over. Then I came down.
Oh, you didn't want to?
30 minutes later.
Okay, bro.
It's like I can't be getting involved in all that.
Yeah, right. He was asleep.
Oh, come on, bro.
Oh yeah, Orca was intimidated last week. He was,
and he did well.
He did very well. He kicked ass.
I haven't seen you guys since Freddie's thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I saw you guys in person.
That was lots of fun.
Yeah, I've seen all y'all except Matt the Maxi and Crypto Vince. So
yeah, when are we gonna do something? Maybe March for Maddie's thing.
Come to Daytona, bro.
Well, there's that. But when's the actual dates for that, though?
February something.
February 20th. And
hey, what is the earliest date everything starts, Cabana? Because I want to be out there the whole time.
That Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay.
But that is on tour, man. He's pulling the microbus out. We're ready to fire up the grill.
Tuesday, I think, is the first practice session. But go ahead, keep talking. I'll bring it up.
What day is that? What day is Tuesday? Do you know?
I guess it would be the 15th.
What is he? Your assistant here? We're running it through calendar.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
It'll be the 15th.
Jamie, where are you, Jamie?
These are host responsibilities. Okay.
I didn't know I would be tasked with this.
We gotta work out some logistics here on the happy hour. It's a perfect time. We have some drinks in our hand. And
hey man,
Both Jamie and Joe.
I can go on the fly. I'm good.
As long as it doesn't spill on the hardware, you're good.
All right. Let's do this. So this is the full breakdown. So only pay attention to the Cup series because there are a bunch of series running this whole week. But there you go. So Tuesday,
read that shit.
Tuesday we have Cup series practice, 5:00 Tuesday night, 6:30 second practice. Then we got Wednesday, 8:00 at night is the single car qualifying. Then the two qualifying races are that Thursday, the 17th. So 7:00 and 8:45. We will be in one of those after we qualify the previous night. And then I think we have a third practice Friday, 6:00.
God, I can't wait to see that car.
Saturday morning, 10:30. That is the final practice. So the car will not hit the track after that. And then Sunday, the 20th, 2:30. There you go. Daytona 500.
There must be like a lot of logistics that goes into this, but so that they actually run our car during practice sessions?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
They'll be running it from Tuesday all the way through. Now, some cars will, it depends upon how the whole week goes. The whole week is in flux. So, I mean, if they're dialed in after the qualifying race, some guys might not even opt to practice on a Thursday, or they might opt to miss, one of those sessions. Maybe both.
So real quick, if you're in the area or you want to go, you think you can go, like I'm telling you, come. So like we're going to team up with the Crypto Sparbuck guys, Kaylin, Black Hexican, who helps manage them. Like we're going to try to like put on events, parties, try to get a tent set up. I'm going to buy a shit ton of merchandise to swag you guys out in, get some like NASCAR themed shirts with the Hex car on it.
When coupon code?
Talked about Johnny about getting some models and getting painted in the Hex logo or something fun. Like, come out. I want the stands to be freaking packed. So I'm going to be doing a stream later when we do like the press release. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to do giveaways. But like, if you can afford to come out, if you have the time, if you have the ability, like please come out. I want Daytona 500 to be overran with Hexicans because it's the same thing like we did with Vegas, right? When you got hundreds of people in there with all the same merch and Hex logo, everyone's like asking like, yo, what is this? Like, I see this everywhere. It's unique, right? It stands out. Like, I want everyone at Daytona 500 asking like, yo, what is this Hex car? What is this Hex that I keep seeing on these crazy shirts and these crazy people just having a crazy party the entire time? Like, I want that to be a thing at Daytona 500. So if you can go, please go. There you go, Marion. And maybe you'll win a ticket. Maybe.
Yeah, Marion, you missed this. You got
no promises.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel the FOMO. Oh, I wish I could make it.
Come on.
I'm on the
Dude,
edge.
if I make it and you don't make it, now that looks weird.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Get out of bed.
I barely even made it to my own trip, bro. So, I mean, you really got to work hard.
Why am I not shocked with this?
Yeah, I would have been a little annoyed if I showed up and then you.
Yeah,
you going?
Motley almost didn't find his way here. He flew 3 days to
Well,
get
it's like
here.
someone gave me the wrong address that doesn't go anywhere near the house. They had
Oh
the
my
right
God.
address, but he just didn't give me that one. So it was like
We
midnight.
definitely gave him the right address. It just definitely took him to the wrong location. But then, I was the only one that stayed up for the poor guy.
That is-
Everyone else just ditched him.
That's definitely debatable.
The same. We had a similar problem while we were yachting the other day with Motley. So right location, wrong address.
Common denominator here.
I'm pretty sure I was there waiting on you guys.
Yeah. Actually, you beat out. That's what I'm saying. Is you
I thought it was
you
in the
were
wrong
on
area
point that
first.
time.
He
We
was
were
defense.
lost.
He came prepared. So that Richard Hartstream really would have not probably blown over too well without any NASCAR news. So I'm pretty proud of him.
Or happened.
Or happened at all.
Fucking Lauren.
Lauren, we love you, Lauren.
All right, Benny Blanco. Anyone in Carolina want to ride? I'm going. So if you're in Carolina, contact Benny Blanco. Crazy Legs, who I'm coming, but what tickets should I buy? I mean, if it depends on when you get there. Qualifying races are Thursday night, so if you want to get there by then, you can see the car actually race, and then Sunday is the big one. They're expensive. just forewarning, because the thing's sold out. It's been sold out. So StubHub, good seats like up high, because it's in reverse. Remember, the higher you are, the better your seats are, because you can see more of the track. It's a 2.5 mile track, guys. So
tickets are sold out. So you're gonna have to buy them on the secondary market. You guys got money, you can do it. And then also keep in mind, it's the same thing with all the places to stay, Airbnbs, hotels. Like you might have to go out a little ways just to even find a place to stay. Like Daytona area is booked up. Yeah, when I checked 2 days ago, there were very few, but there were a couple of smaller beach hotels, like beachfront, but they were going for like $200-300 a night. So I don't think that's a big deal for something like this. Like it's kind of like our Super Bowl, right? So I mean, I would spend that, no problem. Yeah. Do we have to race to get in? Not determined yet. Right now there are 40 cars. If they're anything over 40, then yeah, we would have to kind of race our way in. So we'll keep an eye on that entry list. And right now, if there's just 40 cars, we will be in. So there you go. And I think that's pretty much most of the questions. So that covers that. What else we have here before we wrap? Yeah, so I think this is kind of like the Hex news of the week. But this lovely chart, someone has provided a lot of buy-side supports liquidity, and that's
one of them.
That's been
I'm liking that.
That's really been quite evident. Somebody sold 12.5 million Hex earlier today, and it was hardly a blip.
Well, that was the Easter egg he actually released when he came on that like Mound Meetup stream with us. He mentioned this. Funny, weird. I wonder who did it. No expectations, but he made a point to bring that up on stream. So if you're paying attention, we're primed to go to the upside.
Yeah. You can thank Matt for the green candle last night from 18.3 to 18.4.
I don't know if you should give him that much. Yeah, it was smaller than that candle, but it was still green.
It was green.
All I know is when I bought, the percentage went up.
You caused the problem.
Well, what I find interesting also is the timing of this support liquidity. Look at that. Right on that random line.
Wow.
Well, there's also some in chain analysis world. There's also some.
I heard some rumblings. Big K, tell us.
Which rumbling do you want to hear about? The true rumbling that we know is a fact, or the bullshit rumblings of fucking cartoon characters on the internet? Which I
would like to hear
both.
I would like to hear the bullshit first, and then the facts second.
Bullshit. So some dog-like character on the Twitter is claiming that yeah, fuck cares. They've been OG Hexican. They're unstaking and dumping it all on Monday. Everyone's got their fair warning. Who the fuck? They're not willing to tell you an address or make a fucking sign a statement. So they are.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Entire shit. So that's whatever.
Well, I think where that's coming from is that Gunther's favorite.
That's the thing is that's okay. So let's go back to the truth. The truth is that there is an address that is known for having large stakes and unloading them when they come up, and that address has a $24 million stake about to come up. And like if they dump it all, they'll get less than that. But the idea is that if that's the biggest sell pressure that we're gonna see for a good while, that's like I think 133 million Hex or something like that. It's a good stake, So like if that was if that was to be sold, there is enough liquidity there to eat that shit up and provide incredible support. So
to just point out how stupid this account is too. They ended up selling a shit ton of Hex and driving the price down, and then they sacked. They literally
they've done some really dumb
and then
stuff.
Sacrifice Hex. It was probably one of the dumbest moves I've ever seen.
So here's the thing: is so does that mean that somebody that dumb would also have a meme coin dog face for their Twitter profile? Maybe maybe.
Have you seen? So Gunther has a Telegram channel, and he actually linked. He was going back through DO1's wallet. I like to call him Dopey the Whale. He was going back through his wallet, and he saw that DO1 sent some money to this other wallet that actually had a Etherscan name or whatever. And he looked up the Twitter handle, and he found someone that actually had a Twitter handle that matched the name of that wallet perfectly. He's like, this might be our candidate for DO1. He went through his users, and he wasn't following any Hexicans except for Richard. So again, kind of places the narrative, not involved in the community, doesn't give two shits about the community, but following Richard may have invested heavily in his products early on, and is just strictly here to capitalize on the gains when he can, and doesn't give a fuck if he's damaging the price, community, whatever. So yeah. I thought that was some pretty good detective work. I did find out Gunther was wrong though. He does follow one other Hexican, Tangent. It's our boy. Tangent, right? So Tangent, are you DO1? Is it you?
what I have on the screen right now is not DO1. It's like 812. So this is like the clown show that sold all that hex before sacrificing. So if we're looking at it, like all these cells were pre-sack, and I believe this is the sack. So he drove the price down with all these sell orders, and then sacked 10 million, and then restaked the 42. Yeah, so it's like
he's just a nice guy. He's just a really nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Trying to help everybody out around him. He doesn't know how, so instead he's just going to give everyone else a better deal on their sacrifice by not competing as hard for everyone. Thank you. Appreciate you, bro. You're doing great.
You have to be smart to buy hex.
Yeah. Crazy Legs, to answer your question, do you recommend seats or GA for race day? I don't even know if they do a GA. I mean, GA would be like down along the track, so you'll see pretty much
go by 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to really enjoy the race and you can afford, a few $100, I would get a tower seat high, and you could see pretty much the entire track and get the whole experience. And at a track like Daytona, where they can wreck pretty much anywhere, and they are racing bumper to bumper at 200 miles an hour around the entire track in packs of 10, 15, 20 cars, maybe more. You're going to want to see as much as you can. So there you go.
Advice from the NASCAR Pro.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, I think that's most of.
I like that chart, man. Have you seen the Hex ETH chart lately?
I have not, bro.
Oh, dude, it looks so good.
Yeah, I think I did see that on Twitter last night, actually.
Yeah,
I love triangles.
I think I like when we go up against Bitcoin and ETH. It makes me feel good. So, anyway.
The last order of Richard Hart business here. This lovely tweet. So we spoke about it earlier in trivia. PulseChain update. We've got PulseX.com working on private testnet with a 0.29 trade fee and other parameters remaining. The AMM ratio fixer bot, SAC totals, and the DAO. So I'll just have a little fun with Big K. Any update or latest prediction for a PulseChain launch, good sir, based upon kind of what we know here, but yeah.
I mean, so from what like, okay, if we're going to talk through what's on the plate here, I mean, the fixer bot, the hardest part about that is like perfecting the ratio, and that's pretty much done. The numbers are mostly done on that. The next hardest part is deciding who is going to get who is going to be fixed and at what rates. That's kind of like a case by case kind of thing. And there's a lot of coins out there, so that can take a minute. The sacrifice totals, we should be pretty close on that. I feel like that's not that difficult. But the DAO is just another thing that's like kind of copy paste from what has already existed. Like none of those things are super like. The most unique thing that exists there in like blockchain land for like decided like that has never been done before is that automated market maker ratio fixer bot. Like everything else is something that's been done and can be completed in a reasonable amount of time.
There's also the sacrifice totals. It is pretty straightforward, but there is also the fact that a lot of people didn't follow the rules. So like Richard is trying to save them. So like you just have to brute force that stuff. You just have to put raw.
Yeah. You just do what you can and figure it out as best as possible. And that takes time, But like the biggest annoyance is going to be on the back end, probably fielding upset people with whatever. Hey,
I did something nonsense.
yeah, I did something dumb and now I want more. And you're like, we tried as hard as we can, dummy. Like it's, so that I'm sure is going to be like an after the fact situation. It's not like that's going to stop things from progressing necessarily, but yeah, I mean, like I said, the fixer bot was the thing that, like, when he was going through stuff the other night on stream and he forgot the fixer bot and he was like, oh yeah, we got to do that still too. I was like, yeah, it's probably the biggest thing. Yeah. But other than that, like, I mean, I don't like, I still feel like post PulseX, sacrifice phase ending, he could at that point in time when pulse phase sacrifice, like when the sacrifice phase ends, he could probably pull the trigger at any point in time. I mean, unless there's some sort of hiccup along the way with one of these three things in the 3 items in the next 24 days.
We need a date.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, but like, let's go 2 weeks past PulseX sacrifice finishing is like the first point in time that I feel like we should all be on our fucking toes and be ready for anything that happens after that. Like maybe sooner than that, maybe right afterwards. But like I definitely, like, every moment past the sacrifice phase, I will feel itchier. So I mean,
you want to give us a date?
I'm literally saying 4 more weeks.
4 more weeks.
Wow.
I mean, that is actually,
you kind of are, but
well, I'm actually saying like 6 more weeks because like the one is like the phase ends the end of February, so like they still have to they then have to total up the PulseX sacrifice, and do that justice, which I don't think that's a 2-week task, but like that still has to be done, So you want to say March 3rd? Like, you want to click on? Yeah, I mean that's a solid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Like I said, yeah, anytime in the beginning of March, like I would be ready for it. I'd be ready for it 5 weeks and onward. 4.5 weeks, 4.5 months.
Just out of spite, put the 0.5 in there.
Yeah,
Motley Investor. Yeah. I'm sure you have a fun guest to throw upon us. What say you?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, March 30th. Who knows?
March 30th.
March 30th.
Yeah, I like. What I like about you, Motley, is that you can give us a date. Like, I can't give you a date. Matter, right? I can reason it out. I can reason it out better and like have way more like there's some logic behind what I just.
It's like the price. It's like, hey, what's price going to be in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month?
We're having fun here, all right?
Yeah. So, in case I reason out, I'm going to randomly pick a spot on the calendar.
I mean, like, and that's the thing is that like your guess in that regard is as good as mine. I mean, I'm trying my best to reason it out, but yeah, you're right. Anywhere from March 1st to March 30th sounds solid. Yeah, like, clear your March schedule. Like. I mean, if it's longer than that, then there was a problem that needs to be addressed, and we'll most likely, some of us will most likely hear about it, like anybody who's is like in the game theory group,
Illuminati series, is that the word you're looking for? The ones that are in the Illuminati?
The ones that are tied in?
Yes. No, I mean the ones that anyone that's in the game theory group talking about this, it would have already come up, so like I don't think that we're going to see that happen, but if we do, then
within the next month until April 15th.
Oh, I'd be fine with that. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna be pissed if it's not until we could go. I would start to get a little itchy if we go past.
Instead, then it doesn't matter as much because the people that need PulseChain now are going to be a little better off. So like we can either get Hex price appreciation or we can push it out a little farther, or we need it now.
That's true. I mean, like you could really have I like that access, dude. Because like the thing is like think about the people that have bought now or early on in this situation and are holding through
that position where
that are holding through the fees, that are holding and regardless of all the bullshit in this time, and like why shouldn't they be rewarded too? You know,
Yep.
like why shouldn't they should, you know, I think that they should see some, you know, upwards price appreciation, you know, before we get there too. You know, I mean, I guess they are going to be rewarded with a copy. So like enjoy that as well. But like, I mean, anybody could buy the copy, you know, up until the end of the sacrifice. We still have quite a bit of time, you know. So.
Yeah. I think the hex price needs some time, and Richard will need a little bit of extra time. So, in the dev team. So, probably.
I mean, I'll give them all the time that they need. Like I said, I'd love for it to be tomorrow, but I'm also okay with it not being until, I don't know, July.
It's like we're staked or something weird.
Yeah, it hurts a little less when you have some decent steak.
Yeah.
But man, could be so many cool. I mean, not to get too derailed here, but I'm really excited for the stuff that's going to be built on PulseChain, because it'll be a second win for ETH. For all the people. I
agree. That's going to be exciting. Wait. We don't have to. We might not be derailed, but hey, Cabana, could you assist us with the logo change over there?
PulseChain, bro.
PulseChain.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Big K loves it.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
The things that will be built on.
Cabana, PulseChain's great, but I sacrificed more for PulseX, and I think it's going to rip harder. Can you put PulseX up there now, please? Do you have that one in your repertoire as well? Boom!
Yeah, I like that.
The trifecta is done.
Yeah, dude, the holy trinity of crypto, by the way,
Triple
has
crown,
evolved.
baby.
It's been evolved now. It's not BTC and ETH anymore. We have new coins in town. So that's exciting.
No, it's wild how that has changed. And it's wild how my feelings on those three that we just, all those ones right up there that we just watched and go through, like how they've changed. Like, I mean, honestly, when I first heard about PulseX, I was thinking to myself, like, I'm going to sacrifice 10% of what I did for Pulse. And like, I ended up sacrificing in hex terms, like about equal amounts, you know, which was like more.
It's actually more.
Yeah, which is more price. Why exactly? Yeah. So like, and I'm happy with that. I'm stoked on that. So like, I mean, like that evolved. That evolved like through the game theory evolving of it. You know, so I'm very excited.
Yep. We all capitulate at some point. It's just better over here. It's better over here.
I mean, I'm fine with sooner. You know, like I'm good with sooner because I've waited before. It's just a more painful road down.
Yeah, the bulk of your worries are in the past, bud.
I like how our LP token that we don't even have a name for is essentially going to have the one pump in the middle that like Bitcoin has. Just the slowly, like it's going to be inflationary, but it's going to have halvenings throughout its lifespan, and eventually probably. He hasn't mentioned if it's going to have a cap supply or not, but even then, like it's going to eventually have so many halvenings where the inflation's next. It's going to be close to zero. So
it'll asymptote, yeah.
Our LP token will essentially become the equivalent of modern day Bitcoin. How awesome is that?
Quick around the room, because I just love Vince's name for it. But a name for the token, Vince.
Oh, the incentive token. I kind of trolled Richard a little bit on Twitter and called.
I loved it. It's not going to happen, but yeah, I love the name.
Yeah, duck token.
Duck tape token.
Yeah, I loved that too.
The duck token.
You might want to get the domain now.
Yeah.
It's probably already sniped.
Yeah.
So maybe we don't speculate because all the domains will be gone. Vince's domain is now. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean. I don't know. I will say that like the fact that we haven't seen more kitty tokens, even though I'm not like a cat person, the internet fucking loves cats, you know. So like
there's some out there, bro. They just haven't gained as much traction as the dog tokens.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I mean, maybe a cat, you know. Kitty
I'm
meow
still
meow
the
coin or
unfortunate
something.
owner of some crypto kitties that I bought in 2017.
I might have a crypto kitty as well somewhere. It's
Tim, you got a name back there?
Well, actually, I recommended to Richard yesterday on the stream that we name the token in honor of Ski Cat because Johnny Cash drew up a GIF.
Oh yeah, I did see that too.
Makes a lot of sense.
Richard was like, "No, I'm a dog person. You can't take cat jogging and all this other stuff." So he didn't.
I mean, I'm a dog person too, but I understand good marketing too, and like the fucking internet loves cats, man.
Richard didn't go for my cat for the cat coin, man. So
It's all good. Well, we tried.
Well,
We
Ruse,
tried.
he's actually getting the domain now.
That's right. He's on it.
That's shit. I'm a dog person. All right, it's called whatever, Ski Cat.
Thanks, Melf Tony, for the price update there. All right, just a couple more items on the list. Let's check the old mailbag before we go, because someone was addressed in this mailbag, and I feel compelled to bring it up here. Really quick. Let's find this old thing. These are real comments from real viewers like you. Well, maybe one or two might not be real, but we'll see. Shell for Freedom, awesome. Love the rapper. Yeah, this was Barry announcing with T-Money. PulseCon, PulseChain has me giddy too. Lost Child, congrats, bros. Let's make it the best that we can, but also be realistic. There's zero chance that Richard is coming to Vegas. We shouldn't even want him to come into the belly of the beast. I don't think he'll come, but
He won't be there.
no,
No,
it's fun.
Very unlikely.
Next one, this Zeke S. Monthly logic about PLS is wrong. Most of the people sacrificed to PulseX in order to get PulseChain. PulseChain is the layer 1, so it will pump harder than the DEX.
Okay,
It seems like Motley, he regret not sacrificing for PulseChain and now want to pump his PLS sacrifice.
Okay, go back so I can answer this retard's question. Okay.
Motley, what do you have to say?
First of all, it's not my name, so I don't know who he's talking
Motley.
to. Second, most people say. Okay, first of all, I agree with your first point. I've actually said that numerous times. People feel like they didn't sacrifice enough for PulseChain because look what happened. No one knew what a bonding curve was. It was a whole new situation. A lot of people feel like they did. Common consensus in the community amongst myself is they didn't get enough PulseChain. They didn't sacrifice enough for it. So I actually agree with you, idiot, for one. Cool. Next, slide that off. We'll talk about the DEX here in a second. Seems like he regret not sacrificing
For PulseChain, my bad. PulseChain.
His PulseX sacrifice. So this is my theory on why PulseX. And actually, I think PulseX is actually going to do the worst out of all the assets in the beginning. So this is kind of my thought process here. And it might not come true now if it becomes popular.
Be careful
enough,
what
right?
you say here.
It's usually how this works. I mean, I've said it on numerous streams already. So a lot of the community consensus is, hey, I didn't get enough PulseChain. I didn't sacrifice enough for it. What did we see during PulseX? We saw more people sacrifice for it. The hex price was up. A lot of people got more PulseX. Richard's mentioned the PulseX Pulse liquidity pool numerous times. So a lot of people are like, oh, that's a great idea, Richard. I will trade my PulseX for more Pulse. Thank you. That's brilliant. What we're going to see is a ratio trading before the bridge goes in place, right? So we won't know what the price of the assets are. People are going to trade ratios. And what I think we're going to see, and also I've talked with this on with Hex Line, it depends what the liquidity is going to be. But like if this is people's mindset and they really want to get crazy, like the ratio could get nuts. Like people could be trading 5, 10, 15, 20 to 1 PulseX to Pulse. Like you could see people. You could just see people getting rid of a lot of PulseX for Pulse. Now that bridge goes live, and maybe you didn't get as good of a rate you thought because maybe the price of PulseX and Pulse are a lot closer. And now, last comment for you, dipshit. I'm sorry, I'm being a little mean. This is going to be a little feisty today. But
one less viewer.
I wanted to try to be a little Richard Hart today. But no, and the last point where I think why PulseX actually rips harder, one, there's historical data that chains generally just take a little bit more time to get up and running. As far as price appreciation, it takes a little while to go. The way PulseX works is you have the same fundamentals as PulseChain. Okay, it's deflationary. All right, cool. It's the main DEX, decentralized exchange on PulseChain. So this is where all the traffic is going through. You have the largest airdrop. You're going to have the largest LP farming that's ever existed in history. So there's going to be a lot of transactions going through, right? Because you have the other side of the pair for free. Guess what? All that's running through PulseX. Guess what? It has an added feature that PulseChain doesn't have. Automatic, well, it's no longer automatic, but it will have buybacks of 21% of the fee volume that goes through it. That's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of buyback, not including speculators buying the coin as well. And then the fee, and then it burns. Those tokens burns. It's going to burn a lot faster than the transactions on PulseChain. So that is why I think PulseX is going to do better than PulseChain, at least for I think I put it around a 1 year time frame. So suck it.
What?
Put it in the book.
Wow. I'll be damned. Take that straight to the bank right there.
There you go.
I mean,
it's gonna be a fun year.
You spent way more time, on brain power coming up with that answer than he did coming up with the comment. But I will say, through all the bad grammar, even though the gentleman is right, and about the first part, you're 100% right. I was watching someone's video today. I wish I was looking for it. I can't find it. I'll come up with it in a minute. They were doing the numbers on if we were even half of what the some other dexes are. Like Uniswap does if Uniswap does 1.5 billion a day, and we're doing let's say a billion a day of volume with that. No, those numbers, you're talking burning $600,000 a day of coins. It's like something like. Can't remember what his numbers are. 6 billion.
Market buy pressure as well.
And if we're actually bigger and better this is on like a safe estimate, then you could be burning $1 million plus a day, which would take in this dude's assessment, basically it would take the supply down to less than 50% within the first 2 years, which. I mean, if people don't understand how bullish that is. By the way, is that a pulse gradient on your microphone there, Vince? Because I like it. Sorry,
PulseX.
PulseX gradient. That's what I mean. PulseX. There you go. It's very slick. Very slick. Just noticed that. Thanks. But yeah, so that would take the buy pressure. I mean, that'd be huge buy pressure. 50% of the supply disappears from supply. Supply within the first few hundred days. 400, 500 days, something like that. That would be pretty insane. So I mean, if people don't see that might be even stronger fundamentals than what Pulse has, I mean, then they're kind of missing. I mean, they're kind of missing something there. I mean, those are just pretty solid numbers. Now, long term, who knows? But because you're right that the chain coins tend to take a little bit longer, year to 2 years, to really do their 100x plus. But PulseX is the game theory on it's fucking solid, so don't sleep on that shit.
Chain, right? Everything goes through PulseX. So if PulseChain is successful, if Hex is successful, PulseX is just as successful, and it has a buyback and burn feature. To me, it's just a no-brainer. It makes sense.
I mean, the only other thing that would be interesting to see what comes again, I'm not for them, but if you're talking about a token that supports a system, whoever the NFT marketplace is, because if you look on Ethereum, those are the biggest fee drawers is the NFT marketplaces and the swap and the exchanges. That's it. That's what people are using this shit to speculate.
And I know we already have 3 to 5 NFT marketplaces that are already coming to PulseChain, so it's gearing up.
Yep.
Come on, pump my PulseChain, PulseX bags, Hex bags, all of it.
They're all going to run, man. Yeah, you're going to all be pretty happy in a couple of years.
All right, so we have that. I guess one more follow up to that. Also, can you explain to me what copy means? No, never mind. Sorry, don't mean that. Mel Tony, thanks for the stream. Cabana, great job as always. Thanks, bro. Great stream. Blah blah blah. Thanks, bro. Guy, Hex should be the product. I think we're talking NASCAR here. Marketed if the NASCAR option goes ahead. I would ask the highest of stakes team their thoughts on the NASCAR thing. What could 600K do for the doc? Would it be better spent elsewhere? They're funded.
The doc is, we're doing great. I mean, not to say that I appreciate anybody that wants to donate to the documentary. We were super stoked on that because we are doing the more we get, the more cooler shit we get. So because the Hexicans have funded us so flipping well so far, they have amazing shots. We're talking, some serious action footage stuff that all the things that they're doing is high level. It's way people are in the comments to these to the film crew are why don't we just get a drone shot? You're bro, no, there's not a drone alive that there's not a drone alive that can support these cameras that they're the size and weight of these.
Actually, I mean, I would push back a little bit on that. They have some pretty amazing cinematic.
Okay,
I mean,
maybe there's some
damn helicopter, really.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is you might as well. that's high level stuff. It's the same level of high level stuff, so like that we can do more with more funds, but like I think that this Daytona 500 thing is amazing, and I'm super stoked that we were able to fund that. Like there's no like that is funded, so like if you feel philanthropic, then by all means go on over to the highest of stakes now, because like we don't need any more money for the Daytona thing, but like they're both kick-ass endeavors. I mean, I think that, and if somebody else has a cool idea that they want to crowdfund as well, I mean, I'm all for it. Like bring it out. I think that this next year we'll see several cool things like that. I mean, I'm planning one with the Cubs first pitch here soon, so we'll be doing.
We have a date yet, Big K?
I have not. They have not got me date.
How about
yet.
A month? I'm trying to clear schedules.
No. I have not. I'll do my best to harangue them a lot harder this week, and I will hopefully come back with everyone with at least a month next week.
Got it. All right. Hex Coin says, I can't wait to get my diecast model. All right. Well,
how many should I make? Because I gotta buy my. Oh yeah, it's gonna be 1,000.
At least 1,000.
I want to get thousands.
No, don't do that. Make them somewhat limited.
5,555.
A little scarcity.
I want them to be. I guess the
you can keep 500 and then give $500.
I guess I want them to be scarce, but at the same time, like I mean,
that's why I said 2 versions.
Are gonna want this car.
Yeah,
like I feel bad if they just instantly like sell out. Like
yeah, dude, I agree with Cabana. You could do like a gold 100 version, and then like do another one where you do 1,000 of them. Because like I mean, I'd take 10 and 100 of each of those. So.
I'll send you a link.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have a bunch.
Yeah, look up Lionel. I think they own like the diecast rights or whatever. They used to. Action used to be the provider, but there's 2 versions of cars. Like if you got like a 1/24 scale, like the big one, there was like the normal one that you would buy in like a Target or something, and then there was one that you could only buy that had like really like nice fine-tuned parts and like a nice motor to where you could like open the hood. So maybe that's the rare one, and the normal one is like the normal one that you would get like a Matchbox thing where it's just all one piece and no hood opening or anything like that. So
yeah, dude, that's a really good idea.
I'll find.
Thank you, bro.
The big one for 100, the big one.
Yes, we're wrapping up. Cabana, you providing more streams alone would be awesome. Split it into information, then social. You have a BS filter that I trust. Thank you, Aussie Mike. I think that's in regards to when Agape and Josh left after that NASCAR stream the other night. So I appreciate that. And perhaps I might be getting some more free time here in the coming weeks. So I might do a little bit more of that. Like Motley Investor there.
Congrats.
I'm like, much like you, man. I just love doing this and love communicating and talking with the community. And I know you say that on your streams all the time. So it's just cool. This is what I like to do. Just like Motley has said before. And Lucky Logan to finish it out. Love the community coming together like this. What other community does this? None. So there you go.
Our Bitcoin bro, Matt, wants to see if anyone wants to ask him a question before he goes.
About Bitcoin?
Hopefully it doesn't derive too much hate in the chats, but if anyone wants to give Bitcoin bro a question, he's willing to field 1 or 2.
Yeah, hey, the dude's Quattro Cinco, so
yeah, he's legit.
Yeah,
he might like Bitcoin, but he's got some hacks.
Well, I mean, ask him what the appeal for him is in Bitcoin as opposed to Hex, or what he likes about it still. Oh, Jesus. God damn it.
Whoa there, Mango.
As I said before, Mango pre-gamed a couple of hours before the stream. Love Mango.
Look at that awesome Bitcoin
it's on me. You know what? This shirt was from El Salvador in El Zonte. I did a documentary out there. So I've done some pretty fascinating things in the Bitcoin space. So I've seen the impact on people's lives from Bitcoin. So, and I've seen the impact on people's lives from Hex, clearly. So go ahead, ask any questions you like, and the host of this can pick the best ones.
I don't think I'm ever going to get any questions.
I don't think we're going to get
it. Even better.
Hit the likes. So that's what we're getting. So.
All right. That's it.
You tried.
All right, guys.
All right.
Oh, when are you dumping your BTC for Hex?
There you go. That's a good question. He dumped ETH. He did dump ETH for Hex, so that's a start.
Yeah, I did dump ETH. I don't think I would be ever dumping my Bitcoin for Hex just due to the limited supply. But I definitely will be owning both vehicles. Why own one when you can have both?
Fair enough.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cabana.
All right. Well, we are going to wrap it up for this week, but we can't do that without a very special segment. It's one of the most in-demand segments we have here on the entire show. But I should probably find my clip before I even do such a thing.
Hey,
I think I know what the segment is.
Thanks for letting me on your stream.
Sir, you're interrupting the show.
Oh shit. I'm good at that. It's pretty much my number one
I'm
account.
trying to do what the fuck is this segment? What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is that?
Well, I was going to try to, but I am doing a new computer. So there, talk for a minute, and I'll grant permission here. So what else is up?
What do we say?
I don't know. You were rudely interrupting the stream.
But I'm only good at
Hit him with something.
The fuck is this? So what do you do on this segment usually? You just look at a random picture of something you found on the internet?
Well, we have access to random pictures, and we have some funny ones in our file and things like that. So I'm just struggling with technical difficulties. I'll be back in hopefully less than a minute.
I was thinking that you were going to pull up something with Jenna and troll Vince.
Yeah, bring Jenna on.
Always a possibility.
Oh God, it's time to rug.
I'll make it quick.
I just got off the phone with her before the stream. Shit, man.
Mango junkie.
Oh,
I
hey,
saw the slopes are.
Oh, what's that? Oh, the slopes are awesome. I wish there was a little more snow. There's probably been like 5 or 6 inches a couple times, so get about a foot.
Seems like there's a good amount out there.
And we went to a bunch of the mountains on the Epic Pass, and some of us went to the mountains like part of the Icon Pass. So.
And I went skiing for the first time in my life, and
Tim went for the first time, and he wasn't the only person here that wasn't a veteran skier or snowboarder. So and Mitchell, he also was a big. It was his first time out too, and they both, Tim had help. He had a guide the whole time, but Mitchell just kind of separated from us, and then we didn't see him for 2 days. So he made it through. So I mean, he's doing really well as well. So, and then the rest of us, man, we just like to shred. I got some buddies out here that live in Breckenridge, so definitely. I've been doing this trip myself for 6 years. I figured why not bring the Hexicans with? Yeah, and we've actually had like half of us actually leave already. We've been here for almost a week already, so there's people coming in and going, and just being able to do the Richard Hart stream and have Motley here, and it's been pretty cool. The guys have been cooking me food for and I say me because I've done the least amount of work out of the whole thing. I've just got to just say, all right, guys, we're getting together, and then I showed up. We had this beautiful house that sleeps 20 people, and we got mountains all around us, and people flying in from all over. So it's been awesome. We want to do it every year, but you got to keep it somewhat limited. So if you are interested in something like that, then reach out to somebody that people know who they are in the community, and then if you can't get through to me, because sometimes I'm hard to get through too, but
you might be asleep.
Might be randomly asleep somewhere, already skiing somewhere. So, yeah. Next on the docket is the Daytona, and then after that, we're gonna go. I think I want to do Portugal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's my next one.
I might go to Madura out there. I think that's the name of the island.
Oh yeah,
yeah, coming up soon. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, Matt will be able to let me know where I should go. He's been traveling pretty hard, haven't you? For 6 months now.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
So.
Our host just rug us.
Yeah, so we got rug.
Thanks.
I think you did. Oh,
all right.
This is
trying here, boys. Trying.
What the fuck is this? Is it just you not doing your job? Is that what we're supposed to
pretty much.
Right now?
I got a new setup. It's fast as shit, and I love it. But I'm figuring out some of the things that I didn't have permission set up for. So
okay.
It's not.
You built a new desktop.
Windows 11
or what? Did you build a new machine? Or
no,
what?
he just upgraded from Windows 10 to 11. He's yeah, upgrade, boys.
Big K knows it's an M1 Mac. So yeah.
I took my first profit out of Hex and I bought a $5,000 computer. Sorry, guys. So now I'm all set to stream.
That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome, man. These new machines these days with these NVMe disk drives in there, they're not disk drives.
There's
like
solid state.
Flash memory. It's like solid state, yeah.
Yeah.
And they can load the new Halo game in like less than 3 seconds. So it's like
yeah,
amazing.
you know, there's a if we want to go cryptocurrency on it, there was a couple different coins that were hard drive mined coins, and they had this unique game theory in it where like the size of the file that you needed to be able to download to be able to mine on the network would increase like a halvening, and so it would increase over time. And if you weren't early in on these projects, then like to be able to even mine this coin, you would have to have like gig or like terabyte plus sized NVMe like hard drives, you know.
Oh my God.
And so then you'd have to download I got into it in an epoch that was still pretty early on, and I bought like a couple terabyte NVMe drives to mine this stuff off of, and I mean, mined a bunch of this useless ass garbage coin, but that's not.
I was about to say it's just storage.
Hopefully, you
not
sold it.
A story of profitability, but a story of like
the economics of it just isn't making sense up here right now.
Well, I mean, there was for a minute there was profitability in it. Like I did, but the coins eventually, you know, like the length, it's just the same bullshit as always.
No,
like,
yeah, just how like the fact that it increases the size that you to store, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I got 2 NVMe drives that I put into other computers for slightly less than I would have normally paid for them, about half the price or whatever. Like offset some like offset some of the costs, you know, but it didn't actually like.
Cabana,
but it was an interesting idea of concept that did work. You know, like the coin worked as a blockchain, and they were using a proof of hard drive space, which was not exactly super easy to like get your hands on. Whenever I was mining, and the NVMe drives were like pretty new, and getting a terabyte one was silly expensive when I bought them. So,
Cabana, we got a hot tub calling. What's going on here?
All right, so I believe I've cured the issues. Quick shout out. The Ladies Discourse Syndicate is on tonight. So Hexican, did you tell me who's on that? I believe Sammy, probably Serena is on, maybe some other ladies, possibly yourself as well.
Hexanet, Hex to the yes.
Oh, they're all on it tonight?
Maybe Cindy. I don't know. I'm just.
Oh, you're saying you're speculating.
You're just throwing
speculating.
I know girls' names.
Same.
Mexican women assets. On which one will come on?
When Marion. All right.
Yeah, Marion.
Hey, Crypto Vince.
Woo! Look at that.
What the fuck is this?
What a stud.
That was a Christmas gig that I had last month.
Bro, your hair hasn't looked like that.
Very awesome.
What are you in the military? Freaking man. Looking like a stud.
Looking sharp.
Yo,
I forgot I sent that to you.
Yeah, well, you know, I have an archive.
He's actually doing TA right now.
That's awesome, man.
All right, so there we go. All that for that. So
wait, just for that?
I hope everyone
I
enjoyed.
thought you had something else.
I mean, I'm a scholar of delayed gratification, so you know, perhaps another show. Yeah, but anyway, sorry to scare you there, Vince. But yeah, chat loves it. So yeah. All right, gents, we will wrap it up. Go around the room. What do y'all have? Where can we find you? Crypto Vince, where can we find you?
I am Crypto Vince 369 on Twitter and Telegram. Yeah, I don't really have much coming up this weekend. Just meeting up with a couple of my new Hex onboards and just answering more of their questions.
Doing God's work.
Yeah.
Nice. Hexican did answer. She does not know who is on. So,
ID.
Thank you, Hexy.
Well, she'll be on there, I guess.
So. Our trio down there.
Yes.
Start with Timmy B. Where can we find you, my good man?
Primarily on Twitter. Just use my regular name, Timothy Benjamin. That's it.
Thank you for that.
Live on Twitter. You can see me on there once every 6 months. I'll come back and I'll give you value. When I come back, it's going to be good. So
Nice.
when you see that first spark of light, just know that chart's about to go because it's coming.
Look for the triangles.
Look for the triangles. I'm telling you, we're on the Hexeth pair right now. Look for that.
Yes. Motley Investor.
You guys can find me everywhere. Motley Investor, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those good places. Keep staying tuned for the NASCAR updates. Me and Agape Hex will be putting those out. We should hopefully have everything put together. The design is getting finalized today. We literally had the last meeting this morning, so we're just waiting for them to give us the thumbs up. Then we're getting essentially a press release package done. So within the next week, we should have that sent out. Should be a whole bunch of publicity, do maybe some Twitter storms with that. And you guys will get to see the car for the first time. We'll do a giveaway like Marion was asking for tickets earlier. We'll do a giveaway for tickets. If you want to donate and maybe give away more tickets, I think right now between the one Hexican that's donating some and I'll donate some, we should have probably 5 to 6 tickets. If you want to donate more tickets, just reach out to me. Other than that, come to Daytona 500. It's going to be fun. We're going to make it a Hexican event the entire week and come watch history be made. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we were talking on the Sparbuck stream real quick. Any other efforts for like a tent/booth or anything like that?
Yeah, so we talked to Josh. They cost about $4,000, which I mean, awesome. The community overfunded us by like $38,000. So I think it's well worth it. If we have the option to buy it, we might not be able to this late in the game. Where Josh is looking into that for us. If not, it looks like the Crypto Sparbuck guys, I don't want to say they're confirmed, but they're probably going to be going, and Kaylin's an awesome planner. So we will make Hexican events all throughout the week out there. So even if we don't get a tent set up or what have you, like we will be doing Hexican stuff nonstop out there. So come out, have a good time. It'll be fun. Yeah,
I was just thinking, just because of the sheer foot traffic there on the front trip.
I mean, if we have the option to buy the tent, we will buy the tent. So, and again, that's thanks to community members like you guys that overfunded us for this event. So shout out to you guys.
Nice. And Big K, where can we find you, my good man?
Well, you can find me at Big Krakowski on Telegram, Big Krakowski on Twitter, Big Krakowski on Instagram. You can find me here. You can find me every other week. I think this Thursday coming up, we're doing another steak and bake. You can also find me as soon as PulseChain launches, we'll do some Bingo Earths. We are officially a licensed, registered charity now, and like they backdated us all the way back.
Awesome.
We're very excited about that. So very, very stoked on that. Can't wait to be doing more bingo games for Pulse and PulseX and all that.
Bringing back Bingo Earth, that's history right there.
It'll be exciting to be able to do that. I can't wait. I mean, I haven't upped the production value much yet, but we will. We'll get on that. We're very excited about all that. And then beyond that, the highest of stakes. If you haven't seen the trailer for the documentary that we're working on, I'm very excited to be a producer for that and been helping out a whole bunch of the team on that. And excited if everyone hasn't seen it, go take a look. If you're interested in donating, we'd be glad to get some. But yeah, that's a very, very, very cool project as well. So take a look at that.
Awesome. And with that, we will call it a week. So as Motley said, stay tuned because a lot can happen in short order once official word is given regarding this Daytona Hex event, which is what we are aiming to turn it into. So
take over, baby.
That's right. Thank you to this awesome panel, Crypto Events, Timmy B, Motley Investor, Matt the Maxi, wherever he went, Mitchell, Access Alive, and my man Big K right down there. What's up, bro? All right. We will catch you next week. Cheers.
Thanks, man. We'll see you guys.